Hello, young mathematicians. This is Mr. Cobb. This is an overview of the course. We're going to walk through the syllabus, talk about a few other things about what you can expect in geometry this year. So, geometry, of course, comes after Algebra 1, or sometimes at the same time. Um, it's a study of shapes and also a study of the theorems that's associated with those shapes. Um, the there's some practical uses for geometry, area, volume, that kind of stuff. But there's also the more abstract stuff dealing with logic and reasoning that's actually super important to what all of us do. So you may be saying, I'm never going to use any of this stuff, maybe per se, but the logic and the reasoning, I hope you'll carry that forward for the rest of your life. So that being said, let's jump into it. The textbook that we'll be using is called Big Ideas Student Journal Geometry. I'm pretty sure you guys will have a consumable, but if you were with me last year, you know that I don't really use the textbook so much. It'll be there for a resource for you. Um, I look at what you guys are supposed to learn, and I have the resources. I know what you guys need. But the book will be there in case somebody needs it, and if it's a consumable, you take it and keep it. If it's a regular textbook, you take it and bring it back at the end of the school year. Um, what you'll need, and let's see, I'll blow this up a little bit. What you'll need is notebook paper, pencils. I prefer mechanical pencils because they're just more practical, but I'm not going to make an issue of that. You're going to need a ruler. That's not optional. Got to have a ruler because we're going to be measuring stuff. We're going to be drawing lines. Same thing with a protractor. Um, if you're wondering what a protractor is, because sometimes I get them confused too, it's the one that looks like this. That's the one that you need. Get rid of this. It's the one that looks like that. Okay. Well, we also have going to be using a compass, but I'll provide that for you. Um, you're going to have a scientific calculator, okay, not just a five-function calculator that you use for the ELC, but scientific calculator with um, sine, cosine, tangent, log, all that stuff on there. Um, that's probably the most pricey one that because it's probably going to cost you about $10 for that. Protractor's about $1. I just saw the ruler at the dollar store, two for $1. Um, and finally, the colored pencils, because, and we'll talk about it later. We're going to be doing some different stuff this year, and again, trying to make it a little more interactive, a little more fun for you. But that's also mandatory. And the one I have listed here is the one that you have to purchase. Okay, I don't want uh, the one from the dollar store with 24. I don't want the Crayola color with 24. I want this one because they're going to be 12 colors that are in the box, and I'm going to be looking for those. Okay, that costs about 99 cents. I saw it at Staples, also at Walmart for 99 cents. Um, let's move on and talk about the lovely assessments. Uh, you're going to have 5 different types of assessments um, if we we include group works and projects together. They're going to be 5 different assessments. The hold on. So let's take them one by one. The group work and the projects, that is what's going to one of the things going to set this apart from what we did last year. We had group work last year, which was essentially breaking the class up and into groups of 4, and if not possible 3. Um, you guys work the problems. amongst yourselves, maybe 15, 20 minutes. You're talking to each other, not only your teammates, not to your neighbors, not to me, unless there's something that all three of you are stumped on. And when you're finished, well, not when you finish, when time is up, um, one of you is going to come up to the board and represent the group, and that person will be chosen at random. I don't even know who it is, and hopefully they know what they're doing. So if that person, if you all been taking care of your business, been using your time wisely, um, and nothing there is new. Okay, so we don't do the group work on the day we introduce the concept. Okay, the group work is something that we've been working on, so you should be familiar with it. And if you weren't, you have that time to get up to speed. But through all of that, if for some reason uh, you weren't using your time wisely, then what's going to happen is the grade that you get is going to be reflected amongst all of you. And it works the other way also. If the person is successful, then you benefit from that as well. So um, so that's that. Projects which we did not do so much last year. We did some, um, but this year the two I'm thinking of, uh, we're going to be doing videos of you solving problems, and that's going to be you all working in pairs, um, and also you all will be doing some student teaching. So again, you'll be fully prepared if you choose to be. You'll have time, and you all will be presenting this to the class or a small a small subset of the class. So again, these are ways to 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 differentiate the instruction, uh, to change it up for you, and also if you're teaching, it also kind of burns the concept in your brain a little deeper. If you have to dig to explain, and that 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 ensures that you're learning it more deeply. All right, so homework is going to be exclusively on Canvas. Questions will mostly be the completion, multiple choice. They'll be assigned at home. You knock them out, submit them, and then that grade will go into Skyward, either through me, or hopefully I can learn how to have it go directly into Skyward. That's one of the things I'm gonna be working on. Um, and you're gonna have two types of quizzes. Now the quizzes is gonna be alternating between a quiz and a homework quiz. So since the quiz is next, let's get into that. The quiz is gonna have 8 questions. Going to cover 2 subtopics, 2 lessons. So we have a lesson today. We have a different lesson tomorrow. So the quiz will cover both those two. Um, and of course, there'll be an extra credit. The extra credit generally is a question based on the next lesson. Okay, so um, I'm going to be working feverishly to make sure that all that stuff is up ahead of time so you can prepare for that. If you want to get all 9 questions, of course, I think it's 113%. A lot of y'all balled out on that because that extra percentage uh, really boosted your grade. So, but again, that's for my super students. I hope all of you can take advantage of that this year. Um, Also on the quiz, there'll probably be at least one question from a previous lesson. So we have a lesson Monday, we have a lesson Tuesday. Quiz is going to cover the Monday and Tuesday's lesson, have an extra credit based on Wednesday's lesson, and also have a question from maybe last Thursday or Friday's lesson. Just so it doesn't get stale, and then because eventually you're going to have an exam and everything is going to be on there. And so now that's the quiz. The homework quiz is going to cover one subtopic, and um, it's going to be just 5 questions plus an extra credit. And so, if you had homework last night, which you will, the next day you have a homework quiz will cover that lesson. Okay, so again, the idea here is is we're going to have constant assessments. The class time is going to be based on it's going to be used for assessments and activities. Full stop. Okay. Yeah, I will not have lectures like I did last year. Now we will have Q&A sessions if you have a question. Um, if there's an issue that everybody's having, we'll shut it down and we'll get it straight. Okay, but you have to do your work at home. That's not optional. You have to work at home. If you are not working at home, this is going to go very badly. Okay, so I'm trying to build those muscles up. I'm trying to establish the expectations now. Okay, this could be a super year for you, but I have to be honest and let you know what the expectations are. And so if you follow these, what you're going to understand, what you're going to realize is you're going to get a deeper understanding of the material. All right. Then there are I don't know why I skipped over the exams, but there are the exams, and the exams are, you know, they're the exams. We always aim to have 3 units per quarter, which means we'll have 3 exams per quarter, which means at 25%, um, at 25%, the each exam is going to be worth about 8%. So 8% is almost a letter grade. So please take that seriously. Okay, and this is the grading scale. You've seen this a million times. Um, so we had some kids that were very successful last year, and I don't expect anything different from y'all. All right, so that's basically what I just told you. We talked about all of that. This is the hard. You're gonna get a hard copy of this in class. You're gonna take that home and bring it back no later than Monday the 15th. Get it signed by your parents. You get your first A. Super simple. Um, One other thing that's not in the syllabus, y'all, and I need to make this point. Um, Last year, if we had kids that had behavior problems or self-control problems or couldn't stop talking or whatever, just taken away from the learning environment. Uh, First, obviously, I'm going to talk to you and try to redirect you. But if that is proven to be unsuccessful, then you guys were um, you had a lunch detention, and that was with Dean Taylor. You may or may not know Dean Taylor retired, so she's not with Loften anymore. So the lunch detentions are going to be with me this year in my class. So if you're wincing, if that sounds just the worst, good. The idea is for it not to be enjoyable. Take care of your business in class. Enjoy your lunch with your friends, and then that's the preferred route. And so just full disclosure, I'm excited about this year. I've been preparing for it most of the summer, so I'm looking forward to working with y'all and us having a successful year. All right.